Hey everyone, it's Stephanie from TIGP, DIY Wednesday, you know the drill. Today I'm going to be showing you the very basics of embroidery. So this application I've seen just in art that you can hang on the wall in those embroidery hoops, which we have some of those. I can do those for you if you'd like. But what I've used this as on bags, just to dress up an old bag or an old hat, or you could even put it on jeans. Really, really cute, just a way to personalize your own stuff. So here I can show you what I've done with a couple bags here. This was a dollar store backpack that had some label on it. I don't know, it wasn't a brand name or anything, obviously, but I cut out a piece of fabric and then I stitched this on. I made this maple leaf because I want everyone to know wherever I go that I'm proud to be Canadian. The next one that I did here, I sewed this bag, so it wasn't like a store-bought one, but again, I had some canvas, so I made this little bird and put this on my bag. So no one else can claim that this is theirs, oops, because it's mine. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is you don't really need all of this stuff. Like I said, you could put this on an old bag or an old pair of jeans. So you don't really need the canvas. I don't even know if you really need these embroidery hoops, but they do help because you want your material to be as straight and as tight as possible, just to make it easier on yourself. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to cut a piece of this canvas because I've got a lot and I don't need it all, especially for this small hoop that I'm using. These hoops come in all shapes. All sizes, mostly circular, that I've only seen circular, but this is how you use them. So take your inside hoop, place your fabric on top, and then place the small hoop. Take your material, jeans, whatever it is, place the big hoop on top. I'm trying to pull it a bit tighter, but I guess that's what my problem is. Okay, big hoop on top, and then you're going to tighten it with this little screw here. Okay, see, I want it to be a bit tighter, but that's the difficulty right now. So that's pretty tight, right? I don't like this little line here, but it's not getting much tighter. So next thing I'm going to do is I want to take my marker. I have a washable marker that I can draw any shape on here that I want. So what I would like to do is a rainbow, because I've got all sorts of different colors here that I can make a really pretty rainbow with. So this marker is washable. Don't use a permanent marker or just a regular marker. This is a wash out marker. I know that that's backwards, I'm sorry. But yeah, these are specific markers that will wash out of fabric. I'm going to go ahead and draw my design on here, and I'll show you what that looks like in just one sec. Here is a very generic picture of a rainbow with a cloud. Sort of what the picture looked like that I showed you in the preview for this demonstration. Doesn't really matter. It's sort of a guide. I'm going to use it as a guide. It's not necessarily exactly what my picture is going to look like. And I'm going to just show you the basic stitch that I use, but there are others that if you're interested, like and comment, and I'll show you some more stitches, okay? But this is just a very beginner, very basic, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start with my red, because I want that to be the first color on my rainbow. Thread this needle and start stitching. You ready? Let's go. I'm gonna start off by telling you, this embroidery thread is a bit thick. See how it has quite a few strands. It's just put together. So it's gonna be really hard to get that through this little tiny eye of the needle. So I like to fold it over so that it's a bit more smooth. And then I'm just gonna try and jam it through. That's the only way I know how to do it. If you know a better way, give me a heads up. You're gonna see this is a really forgiving way to do art because you might have noticed I was going front to back, back to front, switching it up. And I almost messed it up because I would have had the string coming on the outside, and that's exactly what you don't want. So going through this line, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and show you this. So now I'm coming through the back again. I'm going to split that last stitch that I did and pull through. Okay, my next stitch is going to be a little bit sort of a gap away because when I come through the back again, it's easy to split that stitch because I've got the room. I can see it before I even poke it through. So I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. It's really, it's just a matter of making that line. This is like the very, very beginning, beginner stitch. And I'm gonna finish this red line and hopefully it'll make a bit more sense if you can see it. So here's my red line. I know it's not perfect, but it's mine and I'm following my little pattern here. So you'll also see on the back how I made a mistake over here, so I was able to come back and sort of try and fix it, but no one's gonna see any of the stuff. So here's the knots and the mistake, but you wouldn't know it really by looking at the front of it. I'm gonna go ahead and switch colors and I'll show you line by line. Orange. My favorite, pink. My actual favorite, green. Blue. Now I'm going to take some white and do the cloud. There is my finished rainbow. All the mess in the back that you don't need to show anybody. I'm going to go ahead and take this off the hoop. Just undo that little screw that you did before, and voila. I can cut this right out. I can maybe even go in and put more stitches in there to fill in that cloud, but I can do whatever I want with that. I can cut really close to it. If this was a bigger piece, I could sew some fabric on the back and maybe stuff it to make a little tiny pillow. Hopefully you're a better artist than I am. This isn't the greatest rainbow, I understand that, but I'm hoping that you have better artistic skills than I do. Anyways, try it out. Let me know if you like it. Subscribe. We are adding some more virtual programs in the next coming weeks, so stay tuned. And there you go. Thanks, guys.